So, since I wasn't sure what softness or hardness this soap would end up being, I prepped it for a hand cut and did the scoring when it came out of the mold, because some soaps are just too hard for the wire cutter. And even though I have replacement wires, I want to take care of each and every one. And it gave me the opportunity to go ahead and practice a nice scoring and make them all nice and even. So I figured we'll go real old school, cutting this pine tar soap by hand tonight. We've already scored it, so they're all measured out. That went really nicely. It probably would be fine in the cutter, and then show you what happened with this soap. When I cut the little tester off, I was blown away at how this turned out. 8:15 EST. Excuse me. I don't use no fancy military time. Let me be still here so you can see this. And this is just, the pine tar is amazing. This was absolutely not intentional. This is the result of saponification happening at different temperatures throughout the soap because of the rebatching right at the end. But I had no idea that it would come out looking like marbled chocolate or fudge. Like, this might accidentally be one of the most beautiful soaps I've ever made, and I don't know if I can replicate it. And that's one of the things about making the soap. Even the temperature in the environment can affect the way the soap cools down. And the thing about that is that it's all absolutely soap, right? This will all lather, and it'll all smell good, and it'll all be really good and nourishing for your skin. And because of the addition of the pine tar, it actually can help encourage resistance and healing to infections. And it's pine tar is really good stuff. I encourage you to look it up. Gotta put one in a fancy frame to preserve it. I do keep like a nice tester of some of my really good bars, and I put them, I wrap them in the shrink wrap, and I do keep them kind of as a soapy portfolio. And I think, yeah, you're right, this one has probably earned a spot in the Soapy Hall of Fame. And let's go ahead and see. Oh, wow. Wow. The scent, I can't describe it. It is pine. It is pine, but it's not what your brain goes to when you think of, like, I'm kind of assuming that people who like pine are either thinking of like the scent of things like pine sol or cleaners that have pine oil in them, which I personally, by the way, that scent is really comforting and toppy and sort of nostalgic for me. Or they actually mean the scent of like pine forest, like the actual woody pine needle kind of a scent. And this is definitely on the woodier campfire in the woods kind of. Oh my god. It smells a little like leather. Wow. Did I just make leather scented soap without really trying it? The thing is, the pine tar soaps changed the scent profile. Everybody when I was doing the research into how to make pine tar soaps and how to use it in soap and other people's recipes, because I use my own soaping recipe that always includes the coconut milk soap, and I'm very proud of that recipe. I have a couple. I have my standard recipe and I have my premium recipe, which usually uses a floral wax to prep for a higher content of essential oils. But anyway, you always, take inspiration from others who've gone before you, and everybody says, no matter whether you do a hot process, well, they don't recommend a hot process with the pine tar soap anyway, but it does make a nice color when you do like a half hot process. Anyway, everybody says you have to let it cure, no matter what process you've done. And I realize now that it's not just because of the nature of the pine tar soap, it's also because that scent profile is so dynamic when you put the pine tar into the mix. It's been challenging and fascinating. I've really enjoyed working on these. Let's see, let me catch up with chat here. Oh my gosh, it's a Nimraid. Nimizin, my favorite space cat. Oh my gosh, I want to give you all the multi-pets. I'm scratching behind your ears because you're such a good Nimizin, yes. I only talk to my favorite kitties that way. And my fuzz is probably going to get jealous. So much raid love, oh my goodness, Rora! So good to see you, George Samael. Welcome on in. Oh, you've just made my night! Hi! Welcome. Nim, it warms my heart that you can be here. Gosh, you went so long today. How did the stream go? And I apologize to new folks and newcomers who are just coming in. I was all focused on this soap here. I just poured this guy today, and it's a soap experiment for me that I'm trying to perfect the recipe on. So let me welcome you all in. Oh, thank you so much. This is soap. So, everybody, what do we have to make sure our new friend George Samael knows? What do we have to make sure he knows? We That's right. Do not eat the soap, no matter how delicious it looks. I promise. You would definitely rather rub this all over you than have it in your belly. I had to think about the best way to say that. It's the Nim chat up in here. I gotta be careful. There will be all sorts of saucy clips if I'm not careful. Oh, thank you so much, Nim, for bringing your friends and your community over here. I'm so glad you had a lot of fun. I spent most of the day lurking in your stream, actually making this soap right here. So, we can absolutely say that this lovely pine tar soap experiment was absolutely inspired by the sweet, soothing, dulcet tones of my favorite space cat. If there is anyone here in my chat who does not know Nimizin, then you really are missing out. And if someone could hit that exclamation mark shout out command for me, I think it will work. Because you really should go give Nim a follow and hang out. It really doesn't matter to me what game Nim is playing. It's always just really nice to have Nim's voice in the background. He's got a great wit. He sounds. Someone said in that, I think it might have been Rora, actually, said that he has a kind voice. But don't let the kind voice, fool you into thinking that there's not a really sharp wit under there. It really does look like it has the inside of chocolate. It really, and that was totally, this is completely and totally, I don't know if you guys, some of you newcomers might have seen, but this is completely and totally due to changes in the temperature at the end of the pour and while this soap was cooling. This was absolutely not intentional. I am actually not this badass. It's just the soap. This is just what soap does sometimes when the temperature changes. I wish I was badass enough to replicate this every single time. And, I might be able to, but this is the first one that has turned out this way. I'm working with a new ingredient, pine tar, which has all sorts of interesting benefits and is used by veterinarians actually to fight infections on horses' hooves, especially the places where their hoof meets where their hoof meets sort of the bottom of their leg, almost like the cuticle of your own fingernail. But yeah, I'm sure it's got a different word. But they apply it there to heal little wounds and keep infection away, and it's good for your skin too, turns out. So let's go ahead and cut the rest of these so we can see what other kinds of cool non-edible designs are going on in here. Oh, it cuts like a dream. Oh, wow. And this soap is less than 12 hours old. I can't believe how firm and the cut is just really nice. The sort of dusting on top here it probably looks like oat dust or something is it's actually dried orange peel, and there's more embedded in the soap that was mixed in while it was still in the liquid stage pre-saponification, and that's for exfoliation. And I was hoping it might provide a little bit of a citrus scent, but if it does, wow. Okay, I just have to stop for a minute and show that one off. Guys, holy crap. George Samael, you're absolutely correct. Pine tar and basically the resin from many pine-related and some other trees like myrrh and frankincense, actually, is very good for your skin and serves as a natural poultice or a natural band-aid. But for legal reasons, these statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. Thank you so much, George Samael. So, Halloween person, do not eat the soap. The running gag around here is that anything is edible, but sometimes only once. And that would be a sort of a lethal turnout or outcome to eating soap. But if I'm being really real for a minute, here's probably what would happen if you managed to choke down a bite of soap or a bite of the bath bombs. Like, I make bath bombs in the shapes of cupcakes and whatever. First of all, it would taste awful. Awful. Soap tastes awful. And I know this because one of the sort of old school ways to test the pH of a soap bar is to lick it. Yes, I have licked the soap to make sure that it is not too basic for somebody's skin, because you can't send out a chunk of lye to someone for them to clean themselves with. That would be bad. So it tastes awful. I suspect that no human being with functional taste buds, I'll leave it, I can't imagine any creature with functional taste buds actually being able to taste and then swallow the soap. But if you did, it probably wouldn't kill you. It would just make you go to the bathroom a whole lot and very uncomfortably. I cannot recommend this. Do not eat the soap. Fart bubbles, oh my god. If you want to scent your farts, like, seriously, put a fart screen on your butt and spray essential oils on it. Tuck it right there between your butt and your undies, whatever kind of undies you like there. And whenever you pass gas, you'll also diffuse some essential oils. It's the only way I know to do it. Safely. Oh my goodness. And I have the audacity to call myself the cleanest channel on Twitch. But I do remind people that that's mostly because we have what it takes to clean you up after you get dirty. Even with fart jokes. Oh, this is another good one. Look at that. All of the... God, these are... I'm so happy with these! I know I say that like every single... but every single one... with so many people give me so many ideas. And Oh, thank you so much, George. That's so sweet. It does look like Jupiter, doesn't it? George, that's very sweet of you. You are also amazing. You guys who come and stick around and you spend your time here with me, you really motivate me to keep trying new stuff, to keep sharing what I hope is a really cozy, relaxed, fun atmosphere with you guys. And just, share this crazy little soapy journey and have some good fun in the meantime. And always, always remind all of you, every single one of you, that you are lovable and you should be spoiled. You deserve to be pampered, even when that pampering is just done by you for you. And thank you, folks from Nim's channel, for sticking around. I'm so glad, George. Laughter is just so many folks in here are so funny. You know, it encourages me to be on my game. You know, you just everybody's just got to be able to roll in and chill, and try not to take everything too seriously. And man, let me tell you what. That's my deal, right? I take everything super, super serial, right? And I'm trying real hard. Like I say, one of my goals is to be the best Coco I can be, especially when I turn this channel on to open up the space to you guys. Because I want to be able to share laughs with you. I want to be able to just have fun, whether we're playing a game, whether we're doing our tea ritual, whether we're cutting a soap or cutting a fart. I'm just really glad that you are here with me, and no judgment anytime.